So, I am going to try and film my first cooking show of my mom's Italian sauce, meatballs, sausage, um, and that's basically it. So, here's everything you need. So, that's about 2 pounds of ground beef, sausage, fresh onion, big pot, 2 cans of tomato sauce. My mom always used Hunt's tomato sauce, garlic, um, diced tomatoes, extra sauce. So we'll start out olive oil in the pan. I don't I don't measure anything, so just a little bit of that, and then I'll slice some onions. So big onion. You can either get a sweet onion or a yellow onion. Either way, doesn't matter. Stupid onions. Again, I don't measure much, so I also have the Golf on. Makes it nice. Go. So slice your onion. See better. Anyways, there's the onion job. I'm gonna get the cheater out. This helps a lot. Way quicker. Cleaning up part sucks. Anyway, so we turn this on. So I'm gonna put some in. That's the bowl for meatballs. A little scoop in there. And then the meat. You can put ground beef in your the world's smallest apartment. So, anyways, so I take about a third of it. And put it in a pan to grill it up with some onions, seasoning, salt, pepper, oregano, which I'll show you. In there, salt, pepper, oregano, which I'll show you. And then the rest, goes into a bowl for meatballs. Okay, so I'll put salt, just, it's all by feel for me. So pepper. Again, all feel. So parsley, Italian seasoning, you can get whatever you want. Put some of that in there. This is for the meatballs. So I try and prep this before or while I'm doing the rest of it. Okay. Parsley. Okay, now I'm going to put the onions. Put the onions. Oop. Almost dropped the phone in the sauce. So we're going to sweat out the onions for the sauce. Get that going. Extra onions. So that much meat, I'm gonna put 2 eggs in it. And everybody can put whatever they want in it. I like a little Worcestershire sauce. Basil. Just a little bit. So once the onions have sweated out, and they already are, basically you don't want them to burn. Then you got to get your sauce in. One can of Hunt's tomato sauce. And then you have to eyeball it based on what you're making and how much meatballs you're gonna do, sausage. Another can. A little bit of water. Again, I don't measure. So I'm chopping up the ground beef. Get that going. This is diced tomatoes. Do 1 small can of that. And you can see this is the ground beef going. I gotta add some olive oil to that. That's the sauce. You can see the level I'm at right now, and you'll see when it's done too. So. Okay, so that's that. I'm gonna add extra sauce. I'm gonna add some in. And then in that, You gotta add salt, bunch of salt, Italian seasonings. Again, I just kind of wing it a little bit in the ground beef, a little salt in the ground beef. Ground pepper in the ground beef. Ground pepper in the sauce. A little basil in the sauce in here. Oregano. A little bit. And then garlic. You can do fresh. Put some in the ground beef. Some in the sauce. And then I'm going to do some in the do some in the meatballs. So meatballs, I've got the meat, the onions are beneath that, garlic, oregano, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, 2 eggs so far, and I'm gonna add grated cheese, and some Italian breadcrumbs. So Italian breadcrumbs, grated Parmesan cheese. So again, hey, it's not open. So add that with the meatballs. And then so I've added the grated cheese, which you see is underneath there. A little bit of the grated cheese, maybe a 1/4 cup, maybe a 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. That's all in there. Let's see what else to add. I'm gonna add a little more onions to the ground beef. So I've got all that. This will be the pan for the meatballs. I like to bake the meatballs. So stupid thing. So that's how the ground beef is looking. Cover that up. This is the main sauce pot. How that's looking. This is how the meatballs are looking. Now I'm going to add some water to the meatballs. You can also do milk. A lot of people will do milk, which I'll do milk this time. And again, it's by feel, so maybe 1/4 cup. You just want to make them soft, not too much, and then you got to mix it all up. And get these onions out of here. Good thing about a small kitchen, you don't got to go far for anything. Anyways. All right, so the meatballs I'm gonna mix up by hand. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. I like to add sometimes also bread with the meatballs. So just add a slice of bread and then either more milk or water based on the consistency. So again, just add a slice of wheat, a little bit of water. This is kind of hard to do and film, sorry. Anyway, so that's what it looks like partially. Right now it feels pretty firm. You want it, if you want your meatballs soft, you want them mushy, a little mushy. This, it's hard to see, but is a little firm. So I'm gonna add a little more milk. It's a little better. Add a little more milk. My mom used to always make them so they were tender. So the more liquid you add, the softer the stuff gets. Anyways, so that's that. Okay, so the meatballs are done. And so I got the meatballs ready. I'm gonna let that sit a little bit just because I gotta finish the other stuff. The ground beef's almost done. So I'm gonna stir that, chop it up one more time. So it's not too chunky in the sauce. So that's basically ready to go, and then you just put it in your sauce, and that gives you your meat sauce. Okay. This is my mom's spoon. Oh, it's got to be, gosh, 50 years old. Anyways, still use it. Stir everything up, and then in this pan, I'm gonna add the sausage. Cook the sausage. So you get the sausage next, just get that going. There's the pot again. Get it cooking a little bit. So you can see the how full it is. By the time I add that and the meatballs, should be up to about there. So Let's do the meatballs. I'm gonna clean the pan real quick. Oh yeah, the other thing, I'm a Trump fan, so all you liberals out there, hopefully you're waking up. You've seen what the Biden administration's really doing. Not just nothing but a bunch of criminals. So, anyways, I'll stay off that subject because I think it's absolutely nauseating what they're doing to our country. Anyways, that's that. All right, back to the meatballs. Okay, so you can do whatever size you want, just roll them up. If you keep your hands wet, it helps with the stickiness. So just roll. Turn the oven on. Cantley's winning the golf tournament. Rahm is in second. Cantley's 20 under, Rahm's 19 under, and then Nas 15 under. So, anyways, almost done with this. Wet your hands. Again, I like to bake them. So that's that on the meatballs. Cleaning part sucks. Anyways, so that's that. So meatballs are ready. Put those in the oven. So that's how the meatballs look. And 11 of them. I love meatballs. You can do meatball sandwiches, meatball with your eggs, pop that in the oven. Usually 400 for about 20-25 minutes. That's the sauce. That now I got the sausage going. I'll grill that up. Get it cooked really good. Then throw that in the sauce, and then my dad used to put eggs, hard-boiled eggs, in the sauce, or my mom did for my dad, which you can do. Some people will put mushrooms in it, so it's really whatever you want or whatever you like. So, got that going. So, everything's pretty much done. I got to clean up. I'm going to do a part 2 when the sausage is done. That'll take probably another 10-15 minutes. I'll do a part 2, show you when the sausage goes in, the meatballs go in, and that's it. And then you just let the sauce cook for the rest of the day, and you can make a ton of amazing dinners, garlic toast. Anyway, so part 2 coming up. All right, peace.